Opening tap of our next game, Andrews Osborne with the layup, and that's missed, but then collected and laid back in by Jalen Mason. And a 2-0 lead here for Andrews Osborne over Broadfording. So foul in the post on Brandon Charles, his first, team first. Broadfording in those blue uniforms have the ball now, going right to left. Andrews Osborne in the white uniforms going left to right. And as Broadfording works in the offensive end here. Trevon Benito hands it back. 3 ball out front is off the mark by Henson Ujo. And back the other way comes Andrews Osborne. Back up top, TJ Chapman for 3. And that was a deep 3, like 3 or 4 feet behind the arc deep.
Boy, that was a nice, one of those rainbow shots way out.
5-0 the lead here for Andrews Osborne. Underneath, that will go by Henson Ujo.
Oh.
Gets his own rebound back. That wouldn't go, and now we have a whistle and a foul underneath. Henson will pick up his first and team first.
He reminds me of the guy with all the chains on his neck.
Mr. T?
Yeah.
Might be a little bit of a stretch.
Oh, he's not quite as big, but he just reminds the way he walks and all that.
Out front. Now back on the wing, it goes to Chapman, and he gets free
Wow.
and lays it on the baseline.
Takes that baseline, was right around the defensive man, who failed to cut the baseline off, by the way, and gave him a layup.
7-0 the lead for Andrews Osborne. And there's an over and back call on Broadfording. By the way, Andrews Osborne out of Willoughby, Ohio, 14-5 on the year, coached by James Valley. They are out of one of my favorite names for a conference of all time, the Lake Effect Conference.
People live up by Chicago.
I don't know who
Lake
came
Effect.
up with that idea, but that's a great name for a conference.
That is really appropriate. That controls your whole area.
Back up it comes. We got a whistle and an offensive foul. It will be on Henson Ujo. He picks up 2 quick fouls. It's also the team's second. Chapman back over near side for Mulachi. Now Mason going to go off in the corner. 3 ball there. Won't go by TJ Chapman, and we have a whistle and a foul on the inside.
You're going to call that foul on Daniel Durst, I think. But that was one of the retaliatory fouls. He got slammed in the back and shoved out of bounds, and he got back in just in time to slam him back, trying to get the next rebound, and got called for the foul. It's usually the guy that does the retaliatory stuff that gets the foul call. There's a question.
Free throw rattles in for Dylan McPhee. 8-0 lead. Make it 9. So now Nick Dreyer brings it up for Broadfording. Back out front, Durst swings it back over to Dillinger. Now Ujo. Dyer out front. In the post, it goes to Benito. Spins and scores.
That's a strong move. Takes around that left side, and he just faces up on the backboard and takes it right over the top of the defender.
9-2. Andrews Osborne with the lead. Back out front with it is TJ Chapman. Wing to Mason. Swing it back across.
There's
Long
TJ.
3. Good again.
It. Wow.
TJ Chapman, his second 3 of the game.
He put on his shooting gloves before he came out.
12-2, Andrews Osborne with the lead. Dreyer lost it going down the lane, and it will be Andrews Osborne basketball. Broadfording Christian, by the way, out of Hagerstown, Maryland. They're 23-5 on the year, coached by Brad Spielman out of the MDCC.
There's several teams out of that conference here, aren't there?
Yep, there's a few. On the lane, that wouldn't go, but picked up underneath and laid in by Brandon Charles. And it's a 14-2 lead. We have a whistle, and is that a charge? And then we have a timeout to Broadfording. 14-2 is the lead for Andrews Osborne. Take a break. Back with more in a moment. You're watching the NCSAA. So out of the timeout, Andrews Osborne with it again. And that three ball off the mark, and we got a whistle and a foul.
I think it's going to be against number 32. Is that what it is?
Be Brandon Charles with his second foul and team second.
He'll come out. And in his place is Radonja Spelvik. Oh,
that
nice
pass
steal.
Stolen away. TJ Chapman pushes the ball ahead, and the layup by Richie Thompson.
Well, now that's good defense. Reading the defense, reading the offense, breaking in, taking the pass away from him.
16-2. Jumper on the wing, banks in for Nick Dreyer. Making now 16-4.
16-4 is what he got.
And that pass thrown away. So I'll go back over to Broadfording here. Three ball out front. That's off the mark from Daniel Durst. And now taking it away is Andrews Osborne out on the run. Down the lane, little step through, and the layup is good by Jalen Mason.
Andrews Osborne is a really nice hustling team. They play good basketball.
18-4, that was almost another turnover.
Yeah.
Runner on the baseline won't go. And the rebound finally controlled by Tervon Bonito. That jumper no good, and clearing it out is TJ Chapman. Three ball on the wing. No good by Spelvik. And Broadfording will bring it back up here. In the post, Bonito turns and scores. Such a big presence inside. If you give him the deep post like that,
yeah, he's got it.
It's going to be a problem.
You got to keep him from getting there, because once he's there, you're not going to stop him.
18-6, down the lane it comes. Three ball out on the wing. That won't go for Richie Thompson. And finally controlled underneath by Bonito. Out front, Bonito threw it away. Fast break here for Andrews Osborne. And the layup is good.
Broadfording is telegraphing their passes too well. It's not hard to figure out where the ball is going.
Ladanya Spilvik with the bucket that time around. Now 20-6 down the lane, and we get a whistle and a foul. It will be on Spilvik, his first, team third.
Okay.
Free throw rattles around and out. And second free throw is good. And 3 ball out front. No, they'll try to swing it back around. Pass deflected and stolen away. And the front court comes Dillinger. Bonito down the lane. That wouldn't go.
Nice try.
And now back up with it comes Andrews Osborne. Mason, he turned it over. Back the other way. That shot blocked underneath. Boy, that's really, really getting up by Mason. 3 ball on the wing. That's no good. And now Broadfording has it back in. Get down toward the end of quarter number 1. We got a whistle and a foul on Richie Thompson. That'll be his first, team fourth.
Yeah, he reminds me of a junior-sized T, Mr. T. Needs a few gold chains, though.
Which might be a little bit difficult to play basketball with, 5 pounds of gold chains around your neck.
Yeah, you're probably right about that.
Free throw good by Henson Ujo. Make it 20-8. And that no good. So 1 out of 2 on the free throws. That deflected away, and now we got another reach-in foul.
Oh, boy.
On
Guess you know who that's
Isaiah
on.
Dillinger. It's his first, team fourth.
Dillinger.
Jalen Mason down the lane, kicks it out, 3 ball. That won't go for Jake Johanna. And we got what I think was the end of the quarter, but was there a foul?
There was a foul underneath. Was he saying 1 or 11? I don't know what is. Shoved the guy out of bounds.
Well, I'm not exactly sure who that's on.
I don't know. He held up a finger of one hand, finger in the other hand. I'm explaining what it was, but.
And at the buzzer, good!
Oh!
A long 3, a good 7 or 8 feet behind the arc by Jalen Mason, who just launched it. And 23-8 is the lead for Andrews Osborne at the end of 1. We'll take a break, come back with quarter 2 in a moment. You're watching the NCSAA. start of quarter number 2. Henson Ujo is going to be called for an offensive foul.
That's number 3 on Mr. T.
And it is his third, team 6th.
Oh, that's going to hurt.
As Dan Belov checks in for Broadfording.
Good defensive player, good rebounder, and the guy that brings the ball up the court.
Hold the floor, little spin move. We got a whistle and a foul. And it will go on Nick Dreyer. And free throws coming up here for Radanja Spilvik.
Well, we aren't even at halftime. We aren't even near halftime. We just started the second quarter, and they've lost their ball handler and probably captain.
Well, I thought they were saying that this wasn't going to be a shooting foul, but wasn't he shooting a layup?
Yeah, he was.
So I think they discussed it, and they're going to go ahead and do that.
No, he definitely was shooting. I don't think he aimed to make it. I think he was just trying to draw a foul. He was kind of head down and going through there, but technically he was shooting.
And the second one off the mark. So I missed a pair. Back up with it comes Broadfording. On the baseline to Mo Magalis. On the wing, Dreyer. Back off to Belov.
We have our options.
Options.
Yeah, I'll tell you in a minute.
So along the baseline, little spin move. We got a whistle and another offensive foul. Isaiah Dillinger with his second.
Calling elbow, they said. Oh, well, options are we got 2 number 31s, so we can call on either guy. For Broadfording.
Is there a 31 out there?
No, not even on the bench. I was just looking for that. There wasn't one. Oh, I missed who rebounded that.
Back the other way, out front, Belov, and we got whistle and a foul. I think this was on Richie Thompson of Andrews Osborne. (23-8). Down the lane, a little finger roll is good by Dan Belov, making it 23-10.
I think of Andrews' 8 juniors. I think only one's on the court.
It's a runner right there in the middle of the lane by Richie Thompson. 25-10.
Oh, they put the captain back in, TJ, or Captain T.
So Henson Ujo is back into the lineup. 3 ball on the wing. That's
there
good. Triple by Dan Belov. 25-13. And that pass skips out of bounds and will be Broadfording basketball. Jalen Mason checks in for Andrews Osborne. Trevon Bonito.
Missed the old Broadfording coach.
Back in for Broadfording. Is that Bernie Klutz?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Seems like that's who it was. Pass down in the post. We got a whistle and a jump ball. Will be Andrews Osborne basketball here.
Well, Broadfording needs to make a run at him here before halftime. See if we can get that Deficit down a little bit, 25-13, down by 12. Uh-oh. Ooh.
Down the lane, the layup missed. It goes out of bounds. And it will be Broadfording basketball.
Now what?
Some issue, a problem with the scoreboard, I think. Well, if this ever happens, question of the scoreboard, there's an official scorer sits right down there, and that's
true.
That's who keeps track of it, no matter if you like it or not. That's who's got control of it. So,
yeah, we got one book, the home book, the one in charge, and what theirs is it.
So Henson Ucho into the front court. Now back up top to Malgahiz. And we got a whistle and a foul down low.
Number 3-2, Mr. Brandon Charles, we guess.
He is third. If we have all that stuff right, and that's a big if.
That's a big one.
Slot free throw is good.
Ah, good shot. Well, we got down to a 10-point game now, 25-15.
After Belov makes a couple of free throws back the other way, that was almost too easy for Jalen Mason, who just got in and laid in off the glass.
Yeah, Benito was trying to set himself up to take the charge, but he wasn't far enough out front of the hoop to do it.
27-15, runner along the baseline won't go.
Number
we
32.
got a whistle and another foul. And if this is on him, that's quite possibly his fourth foul. It's at least 3. I have it as 4, but I could have missed one somewhere in there.
His complaint that he was grabbing my arm. Sorry, he had the ball first. So you were the grabbing the arm.
Free throw is good by Teron Bonito. 27-16.
Yep, still back that 10-point deficit again. Well, he was taken down too and lowered his head and took a left turn and went around the defensive guy and on down left side of the lane, but he didn't have his head up, didn't see where the ball was going, just lost it out of bounds. Here comes Broadfording.
Baseline 3 ball is rejected out of bounds by Jalen Mason. And when I say rejected, I mean rejected.
Oh.
Pass in the middle, skips through out of bounds. And Andrews Osborne to get it back.
Yes, I was passing that through to you so you get that layup, but boy, he threw a blazing fastball from 3 feet.
Free throw line jumper off the mark by Muloche. Pass goes right inside and then right out of play. So Isaiah Dillinger to check in.
All right.
Yeah, pass
Nice
picked
steal.
off. Ujo back to the front court down the lane and lays it in.
27-19, down an 8-point lead now.
No pass, that's picked off, and that layup is good. Daniel Durst with the bucket.
27-21.
So this is getting closer in a hurry.
Just a little bit ago, Andrews was quite.
We got a whistle and a charge on Dylan McAfee. It's his first.
Well, let's see what happens here. Can they narrow that gap a little bit more? Speaking of Broadfording. Andrews has got to stop the bleeding right here. Oh, he just pushed him a little bit.
And a whistle and a foul. Will be on Mulu Chi, his first.
Tell you what, Trevin Benito is so physical underneath there. They're having to really shove to push him out of the way. And consequently, it's very obvious what they're doing.
Benito makes the free throw. Another one coming. 27-22. And the second free throw is good.
I don't think they're going to push Trevor out of there. They're going to have to keep him from getting the ball.
Skip pass across. Now back to the middle for Thompson. Out front, loose ball. Picked up by Chapman. And three ball on the wing is good. Triple and a relatively easy looking shot out there for Andrews Osborne.
TJ there had a nice simple shot then. Everybody had backed away from him and he had it wide open.
Back to the way comes Andrews Osborne. 30-23, they lead it here. Getting down the last couple minutes of the quarter. Pass along the baseline. Dump it back out on the run. And shot won't go, but we have a whistle and a foul.
Did you not think he kind of traveled with that ball before that?
It's possible.
One thing that might have kind of saved him was that he didn't keep the control of the ball after he came down over there, so maybe they knocked it out of his hand just in time to save him from the travel.
Free throw here is good.
Nice free throw, doesn't he? A really nice free throw shot. Smooth and just as soft as butter. Very nice shooting. 30-25. Broadfording down by 5. Here comes Andrews.
From the wing now for Spelvik. Good pass underneath on a cross pass and the layup good, plus the foul. So Mulu Chi with the bucket. Didn't see who that foul was on though. So
let's see.
Mulu will head to the free throw line.
Yeah. The one that was laying on the floor, was that number 4 or I don't know.
Three ball on the wing wouldn't go. Together with it comes Andrews Osborne. It's the right side for Mason. Mason down the lane, finger rolls it up with the right hand and scores.
Well, just like that, Broadfording was catching him now. Andrews has widened that gap a little bit, back up to 9. 34-25. Wow.
Getting down toward the end of quarter number 3 here. Ujo on the left wing. Kicks it on the baseline. Runner there will go by Shime, and we got a whistle. Foul in the backcourt. That will be on Broadfording's Daniel Durst.
A little frustration there. He had a chance to lay up and then a put back, and neither one of them got up over the rim.
So Radanya Spilvik to the free throw line. And hits the first.
Checking the lineup for Andrews is Tom Mitrovic.
Free throw off the mark, and then finally gets kicked out of bounds on the far side. Free throw here, rattles around and out. And Mo Magalis will have another one coming. And we have a free throw line infraction.
Wow. Well, we're a quarter behind. All right, here we go. Here we go.
To the front court it comes. Jalen Mason with it. Pressured out front. Mason tried to swim free. Now Chapman. Back to Mason again. Trying to work down toward the end of this first half.
There we go.
5 second
they finally
violation.
called that. 5 seconds. I think you had that other one on that other game too. They reward that defense. He was really putting the pressure on him.
Three ball on the wing. That won't go, and that will end the half. 35-25 is the lead here for Broadfording, or for Andrew Osborne, excuse me.
Yeah, got down.
Broadfording got it back to within 10. Your first half scoring totals. First off for Broadfording, 7 points for Dan Belov, including a 3 and 2 of 2 from the line. Nick Dreyer with 3 points, who's a 1 of 2 from the line. 3 points for Henson Ujo, including 1 of 2 from the line. Daniel Durst with 2 points. 10 for Tervan Bonito, including 6 of 6 from the free throw line. And Broadfording 1 of 5 from the 3-point line. For Andrews Osborne, 2 points for Dylan McPhee, including 2 of 2 from the line. 4 points for Richie Thompson. 11 for TJ Chapman, including 3 threes. Radanya Spelvik with 3 points, including 1 of 4 from the free throw line. 11 points for Jalen Mason, including 1 3-point field goal. 2 points for Mulu Chi, who's 0 for 1 from the line, and Brandon Charles with 2 points. Andrews Osborne, 4 of 12 from 3-point range. Passed off to you for our halftime.
All right, for
rebounds.
Broadford Christian, we had Isaiah Dillinger with 1. Turvin Benito with 4. Nick Dyer with 1. Henson Ujo with 4. And Daniel Durst with 1 for a total of 11. 11 for Broadford Christian. And for Andrews, Dylan McPhee had 3. Richie Thompson 1. TJ Chapman had 1. Radanya Spalovic had 2. Jalen Mason had 2. Jake Ohana had 1. And Muluchi had 2, along with Brandon Charles as well, had 1 for 13. So a little bit of an advantage with Andrews, 13 to 11, but not a lot.
All right, we'll take a break, come back for the second half in just a few minutes. 10-point lead here for Andrews Osborne. Back in a moment. You're watching the NCSAA. To the second half we go as Andrews Osborne gets a quick look inside. That's Brandon Charles with the bucket, making it now 37-25.
I like the way he drove the middle and drew the defense to himself and bounced past under to Charles. Oh, nice
pass
move.
Inside. Good move by Tervon Benito. 37-27. And a whistle and a foul called over here on the near side. Go against Daniel Durst. That's his third, team first.
First one is good.
And TJ Chapman makes a pair. So 39-27. Back up with it comes Broadfording. Front Dillinger with it. Post to Benito. Now right wing three ball. That won't go by Ujo. And back the other way we come. And we got a whistle and a foul on Isaiah Dillinger. His third, team second.
Fouling machines here.
That's part of the reason the first half took forever. There
was no point in fouling that guy right there.
Truckload of fouls that were called in the first half. Back out front with it is Chapman. TJ tried to get a step. Now kicks it back out to Mason. Three ball in the corner. That won't go. And back up with it comes Broadfording. A crossover move down the baseline. Runner there is no good by Dan Belov. Back up with it comes Andrews Osborne. That's rejected off the backboard by Henson Ujo. My goodness.
Not
in the
my watch, he said.
Little give and go. Jumper from the baseline won't go. Rebound put back up, no. By Daniel Durst, and out of bounds it goes.
Yeah, Daniel tried to put that back up in there. He just short-armed it a little bit. Came up the underneath side of the front part of the rim. Oh, nice 360.
On the inside, scoring there is Dan Belov. 39-29, down to about 6 minutes to go here in the third. Ball goes in the post. Now they'll dump it back out. Back over to Mason. Goes out on the wing. Runner there won't go, and rebound collected by Broadfording.
Yeah, that was Daniel Durst picked up his third rebound there.
And a whistle and a charging foul and a technical as well, I believe.
Really?
So Dan Belov picks up his first team third.
It was a technical, number one, looks like.
So that would be 2 personals on Belov and also 2 team fouls. That would take it up to 4.
Wow.
I think it might have been the reaction after he committed the foul. I don't know if he either said something or made contact with the person that he ran over. I'm not sure, but and even if it's a technical foul, don't you get free throws?
Yeah. What happened to it?
At least last time I knew, you got
somebody forgot the free throw.
Dave says, no free throws. We're too far behind.
That's right. We got time to
keep it rolling.
Dave's right. We're going on with him.
Now, unless there's a new kind of technical foul that I don't know about, you get 2 free throws. And we had a whistle and a jump ball. It would be possession to Andrews Osborne here. That is what he called, right?
Yeah.
Technical foul.
He called the foul and then a technical foul. Technical foul should have come with a free throw, as far as I know.
2 of them. It's odd. All right, so Broadfording will play it in, and the thing is, no one asked or questioned it, so
nobody.
Okay.
Nobody, no coaches off the bench, no nothing.
So up with it comes Andrews Osborne off the steal. Pass goes baseline to Ohana, and now all the way back out front for TJ Chapman. Chapman behind the back to the free throw line, ran out of room, kicks it off in the corner for a 3. That's good. Triple for Jake Ohana. 42-29.
Speaking of celebrities, I think number 4 looks like that boy on Boy Meets World.
What is going on over here? 3 ball in the corner. That's no good by Daniel Durst. On the fast break, the layup good by TJ Chapman. And a timeout to Broadfording. 44-29. Take a break, come back with more in the third quarter here in just a moment. You're watching the NCSAA. So out of the timeout, Broadfording looking for some points here. As that shot from Ujo is off the mark, and we have a whistle and a foul. Again, that's on Henson Ujo.
He didn't use any good sense. I mean, he doesn't need those fouls.
Yeah, it's just
man.
He's being aggressive, but he's being aggressive at the wrong time. Picks up his 4th and team 5th. Yeah, it's just knowing where you're at in the floor and when to be aggressive.
Not using his head. He's forgetting where he's at. And he already had 3 fouls. Don't make another foul.
Well, good pass underneath. And the layup inside by Brandon Charles. Speaking of people in foul trouble.
Nice inside pass across the lane to him.
46-29. Ujo feeds it back out. Dreyer down the lane. 3 ball on the wing.
There
Good. Triple for Daniel Durst.
Put it in the book. Daniel's got 3 more on the board. Oh, my.
And now we got a whistle and an intentional foul.
That's about as intentional as you can get, probably. I think he was making sure he didn't make it. I don't think he was mad or anything. I think he was trying to make sure he didn't make it now, but that was a little bit overboard.
Nick Dreyer's 3rd. And free throws coming up here for Andrews Osborne.
While he's at it, why don't you just shoot the other 2 for the technical foul? Get them all out of the way at once. Nope.
So Jalen Mason misses a pair. It will be Andrews Osborne basketball. So back out on the wing it comes. 3 ball there is good. Triple for TJ Chapman. That's his 4th 3 of the game.
I was thinking 3rd and 4th one, huh? Nice job.
49-32. Dreyer Puts it on from the post for Benito. Back out on the wing to Ujo. Benito in the post, spins, fires, that won't go. And the rebound to Spilvik. The way TJ Chapman kicks it out, 3-ball near side, that won't go for Thompson.
Benito did a nice job rebounding there.
3-ball on the far side, off the mark by Durst.
Charles with the rebound, third one.
Spelvink on the near side, kicks it back out for Thompson. Down the lane, layup good, and the foul. Good take there. We'll go on Teron Benito, that's his first.
His first?
I believe so.
Wow.
Jake Ohana will get set for one free throw.
He's been playing a lot of physical ball inside with the other team, and to go this long with only one foul, that's amazing. Andrews just inching up on him. 18-point lead now.
Free throw there is good, making it now 52-32.
He's got 50-32, I don't know.
Well, I could be off somewhere along the line too. Jumper by Ujo is off the mark. Back up with it comes Andrews Osborne.
Richie Thompson brought that ball down and bring it up the court.
Runner in the lane wouldn't go. Rebound cleared out. Jay Chapman now circles back up front. On the wing for Ohana. Now 3-ball out top. That's good.
Another one.
That's Radanya Spelvik with the 3. Shot won't go on the other end, and back up with it comes Andrews Osborne. And he's out of bounds, I do believe. Well, I would check the scoreboard if anybody would ever move out of my way so I can check it. Yes, that's correct. We don't have a scoreboard we can look at. So,
unfortunately,
my only real possibility is looking at the back of the scoreboard with a little pad as that they kind of type in on, but I have 2 people blocking that at the moment. So
there's a man standing right behind the scoreboard. So
there's pretty much no chance of me checking to make sure that the score is correct. And we got a whistle and a foul inside.
Well, you know, if Benito's going to get the ball inside, he's going to get fouled.
She with his 3rd foul, team first. Benito down the lane, no, but he is going to go to the free throw line. Daniel Spelvik with his team second. And this has been like a foul fest today.
That's about right.
And almost all the fouls have been on shots, too.
What they've done is they've all gone inside to shoot, and nobody's letting anybody get a shot inside without being fouled, if they can help it. So it's pretty much, like you said, been a foul fest. Missed them both, I think. Well, that's unusual. He's got a pretty good foul shot, too.
He was 6 of 6 before that. Now he's 6 of 8.
Man. That one went right around the rim and back out again. Man-to-man defense by Broadfording.
Outside Mason in the corner, 3-ball. That's good. Triple for Jake Ohana, his 2nd 3.
I think he made the last one over there, but they called the other guy that passed to him out of bounds. They were blowing the whistle, he shot, and boom, put it in.
Well, Dave has 56-32. I've got 58, and I'm not really sure which one of those is right, to be quite honest with you. Dan Belov hits that one to go, and that'll bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. 58 or 56-34, depending on what it is. We'll check here in just a second. We'll be back with your fourth quarter in just a moment. You're watching the NCSAA.
Now she's
Back here as we start the fourth quarter, still not completely sure because we couldn't get a clean look at the scoreboard, but I think it said 58-32, if that makes any sense to anybody. I thought it was either 56 or 38. I didn't think there was a possibility of being less than 34.
well.
But whatever, it is what it is. We'll just kind of work with it here. In the end of things, I don't think it's going to matter a whole lot.
No, I don't either.
But I would like to know officially.
Broadfording would really have to go on a run.
So Richie Thompson gets set to inbound, and we have a timeout, a 30-second timeout to Andrews Osborne. We'll be right back. Runner in the lane is good by Richie Thompson. Making it now 60. I think the scoreboard says 32. We have 34, though. And Dave has 58-34. Let's just say that Andrews Osborne has way more points than Broadfording. Let's just do that.
That is true. Probably at least 15 more. Maybe up to 24 more.
Oh, it's at least 20. Pass goes in the post, and the layup good down low by Dan Beloff. Well, according to that scoreboard, it's 60-34, I think. I couldn't get a real clean look, but that's what it looked to me like it would be.
Nice ball movement by
Ball on the
Andrews.
wing. That's good again. Another triple, this time by Jalen Mason.
Boy, they're really shooting quite well.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah,
they're shooting for a good percentage. Good pass in the inside. The layup by Tervan Bonito. And then Tervan goes down.
I think he might have come down on somebody's foot.
Yeah, I think you're right. Limped off the floor a little bit, but
yeah, when he came down, he went right on down after that. I think he came down somebody's foot and twisted his ankle a little bit. Didn't look like real bad, but.
So up into the front court comes Richie Thompson. Over near side for Mason. Now back Thompson has shoved it off underneath. There was nowhere to go with that. Now back around, 3 ball in the wing. Good again.
Another one.
My goodness.
Wow.
Richie Thompson with the 3.
This is crazy. They're starting to shoot the lights out now.
66-36. Pass on the inside. Bucket good and the foul. As Dan Belov will get credit for the points.
Maybe Sydney, no.
And is Muluchi picks up his 4th foul.
Mulu got me on with that one. Takes a while to keep up with all the substitutions.
I know you're going to be surprised by this, but we're not going to have any time between this and the last game either.
What's different about that?
Free throw rattles in for Belov.
We kind of got that way earlier in the day and it never has gotten over it. That's all right. Let her go.
Yeah, is what it is at this point. Down the lane, runner won't go from Ahmad Dunsheim, and back the other way comes Belov.
Yeah, Durst had a good rebound there.
The shot won't go
nice
for
rebound.
Alex Kerr. Rebound put back up and in by Belov again.
Belov grabbing that rebound and taking it right back up with force.
(66-41). That was picked off. Back the other way comes
Broadfording,
and the triple on top by Dan Belov.
What's going on around here?
Oh no, all of a sudden he decided he wants to score like a madman, and now it's back to basically a 20-point game. I have still 5 minutes or so left. A whistle and a foul on Broadfording's Daniel Durst. It's his 4th. He was asking for a push-off, and the problem was you undercut him.
I said, he forearmed me, but the trouble is,
you basically tackled him.
I'm afraid you're guilty as charged.
I mean, I agree. There's been some forearms in this game, but
Bonito back in the lineup, by the way, so it wasn't real extensive the injury, evidently.
Free throw is good. Arnaud Duchaim will get set to attempt another free throw here. Makes 1 out of 2. Back up with it comes Broadfording. Near side Dillinger. Takes it back out. Now up top to Ujo.
Everybody is on man-to-man defense both ways.
Belov fires off the glass. No, we got a whistle and another foul.
Oh. Number 30?
Well, if it's 30, it's got to be on Broadfording because there's no 30 out there that I know of.
Right there.
Was that 20?
Right there?
Oh, on the near side. Yeah, 30. All right. Oh, yeah, because that's Arnaud who just came in. That's right. So it'll be Arnaud's first and team 5th. So
Dushimi.
Now it's Belov leaves it underneath for Tervan Bonito. I think that scoreboard says 67-46. I'm not 100% sure that, but all I know is I'd be careful here if I'm Andrews Osborne.
Yeah,
because even though you were up by 25 or 30, that could go away quickly with this group of starters from Broadfording out there. And we got a whistle and a foul and basically another football tackle.
Yeah, if I was voting, I'd give that tackle to Benito, but I don't know if they will.
Tervan will pick up his second.
We went to a free throw shooting contest and a basketball game broke out, huh? Here we go. Up. Got it. Good shot.
Samulu Chi with the free throw. I think we've attempted somewhere in the neighborhood of 34 free throws in this game. That's a lot of free throws, by the way. That kicked out of bounds.
Yes, that's a good many.
And that's not including like the front end of 1-and-1s or anything like that. That's just the amount of free throws. It's not necessarily trips.
That's true.
So the trips is probably 20 or so, but that's still a lot of. Oh, hey, look, free throws are coming up.
Yes. Well, when you got, what was it, 8 juniors on your team alone, you don't have to worry about the fouls, which is a nice luxury. Well, got those. Here we go.
I am 68-48. Dave has 66-50. And I don't know what that says. And a whistle and another foul. Because apparently we can't go 10 seconds now without committing fouls. So that'll be on Isaiah Dillinger.
What happened?
Did he just make that free throw?
I think so.
Okay. So Chris Strauss with a couple of free throws. 70-48. Dave's going to go see if he can figure it out. 3-ball banks in up top.
He should get 4 points for that. That's hard to shoot a 3-pointer from out yonder and get banked in.
And that's steal, and then it's launched away in the front court. And as Nikola Samak checks into the lineup for Andrews Osborne.
You got 2:29 left in yours?
Well, that's not accurate, though. It's probably more like 3 minutes.
What was... Well, Dave's going to check on the score?
Yeah, he's going to go look right at the moment.
All right. A little turnaround jump shot.
And that's
too
short,
but it was blocked.
Stay with Andrews Osborne.
Actually, if his score is correct, 66-50, they got down to 16 points, and it was.
It's still not right. 71-51. This isn't even. What? I think somebody's lost their minds keeping track of the score.
Where'd you get 71-51?
That's what he just texted me. It says 71-51. 2:36 left. Jumper in the corner wouldn't go. Back up with it on the break. A layup by Mo Magalhaes. So we approach 2 minutes to go in this game. Down the lane. That runner's no good. Rebound tip back out. Well, you went and found that out, and it didn't match any of us. Even after we checked it earlier.
Oh, my.
So 71-51. That is officially what that scoreboard has down there. We had to run all the way to the other side of the gym to check it and find out. It's a 20-point advantage with 2 minutes left. That pass thrown away. And they're going to give it back to Broadfording.
Well,
but the Broadfording coaching staff did the right thing, and since Andrews Osborne put their subs in, they just went ahead and did a great deal the same thing. In the post, the spinning and scoring done by Tautus Burgelis. 71-53. Chris Giraz with it. Swings it far side. Tracked down by
take these
Tom
last 2 minutes off the
Mitrovic.
clock.
Down to about 1 minute to go. Nicolas Samak now back over. This tipped out of bounds.
Now, what was that for? Got mad, I guess. I don't know. Not sure.
So Alex Kerr picks up the foul. To the free throw line goes Chris Giraz. We've been there, 40 times or so today. Won this one game. Giraz misses the first, yeah. Another one coming. And rattles that in. (72-53), down under a minute to go now. Look out front, Belov down the lane, he'll lay it in.
72-55.
On the last 30 seconds or so. And that pass sails out of bounds. And that should be a travel. Oh my goodness.
A foul. He said grabbed him on the arm. All right.
So that foul on Tom Mitrovic, his second. Throw is good. No, we'll have another one coming. They said that was on a shot?
That wasn't even a shot. I don't think so. Well, they did. That's what they call it, though, because
I don't think there's enough fouls to be 2 shots. 72-57. And Andrews Osborne trying to play it up. That's not out of bounds. I'm going to call another foul. I mean, at this point, just call the ball out of bounds and let's get this thing over with.
Yeah.
Now as Kurt picks up his second. Free throw off the mark for Dushime.
Yeah, it must be 2 shots. No.
It is. It is for them because they're definitely over 10 fouls. Broadfording.
Oh, that's right.
Shine misses a pair. We're down to the last couple of seconds here for Broadfording. 3 ball in the corner. That won't go. Now tipped up. And that'll do it for this one, mercifully. 72-57. Andrews Osborne gets the win here. Congratulations to them as they knock off Broadfording. We'll give you the final totals here in just a moment. First off, for Broadfording, 3 points for Nick Dreyer, is 1 of 2 from the free throw line. 4 points for Mo Malglahees, he's 2 of 3 from the line. 2 points for Tautus Burgelis. 3 points for Henson Ujo, he was 1 of 2 from the line. 5 for Daniel Durst, including 1 3-point field goal. 16 points for Tervan Benito. He was 6 of 8 from the free throw line. 28 points for Dan Belov. He had 3 3-point field goals and was 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Broadfording 4 of 11 from 3-point range. For Andrews Osborne, 2 points for Dylan McAfee, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. 9 for Richie Thompson, including a 3. 18 for TJ Chapman, had 3 3-point field goals. 4 3-point field goals. I think I put this one on an odd spot. And was 2 of 2 from the line. 6 points for Radanja Spilovic, including a 3 and 1 of 4 from the free throw line. 14 points for Jalen Mason, including 2 threes, 0 for 2 from the line. 9 points for Jake Ohana, including 2 threes and 1 of 1 from the line. Chris Chiraz, 3 points. He was 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Mulu Chi, 3 points. He was 1 of 3 from the free throw line. Arnaud Dushime, 1 point, 1 of 4 from the line. And Brandon Charles, 6 points. Andrews Osborne, 10 of 21 from 3-point range. And I'll pass it off to you for our final rebounds.
All right, for Broadfording, we had Isaiah Dillinger with 1. Dan Belov with 5. Alex Kerr with 1. Tervon Benito had 5. Nick Dreyer, 1. Nino Schneier had 1. Henson Ujo had 5. Daniel Durst had 4 for a total of 23. 23 rebounds for Broadfording. On the other side, we had Andrews. Dylan McPhee had 3. Richie Thompson had 4. TJ Chapman 1. Radanja Spalovich had 4. Jalen Mason 3. Jake Ohana 2. Mulu Chi had 3. Ahmad Dushime had 1, and Brendan Charles had 3 for 24. So Andrews had a one rebound lead, 24-23.
And they win it here this afternoon. One more game here tonight. We'll come back with that in just a few moments. You're watching the NCSAA National Tournament.